With the G7, G7 Play, and G7 Plus coming out for Moto right around the corner, a lot of people are grinding gears trying to get their hands on those devices. But I've actually been using the Motorola Moto E5 Plus for over the last 6 months, and I've got to say it's a really great device. Inside the internals, it actually houses a Snapdragon 425 processor, which is a little outdated for this device, since the 425 is actually a 2-year-old processor. But one of the things you're going to get with the Motorola E5 Plus is great updates that are actually being launched to it directly from Metro by T-Mobile. This budget monster actually launched on May 2nd, 2018 with some really great features on board, including 3 gigabytes of RAM and 32 gigabytes of internal storage. It was one of those devices that were attracting a lot of people, considering that people were trying to decide to pick this one or the LG Stylo 4. A lot of people had concluded that this was the better option, considering it had the better memory option. But if you still are looking for purchasing the Motorola Moto E5 Plus in 2019, I can definitely say it's worth the purchase. The phone actually comes in at a nice weight of 200 grams with the battery inside. It also has metal and plastic material on the outside. The display is an IPS LCD capacitive touchscreen with 6 inches HD+. You're also getting 1440 x 720 pixels 24-bit color depth. So you're also getting 16 M colors, as well as 268 pixels per inch. So I could definitely say the screen does get plenty bright and is really sharp for the price that you're actually going to be paying. You're getting 76% body ratio when it comes to the screen and the display. So I could definitely say that I was pretty happy when I noticed I was receiving several different updates over the last few weeks. Let's just talk about the hardware inside of the Motorola Moto E5 Plus. So we do have a Qualcomm Snapdragon 425 MSM8917 processor, 64-bit. You're also getting a octa-core 1.4 gigahertz ARM Cortex A53 CPU. Also inside is, for the graphics processing GPU, the Qualcomm Adreno 308. So I was quite impressed with the internal specs and performance overall when it came down to the Motorola E5 Plus. We were getting several different patches here, as you can see, and it was touted to enable performance enhancement as well as other security patches, which will definitely increase longevity over time and protect you from outside threats. So I definitely thought that the Motorola E5 Plus, which is actually running on Android 8.0 Oreo OS, was actually a really good option in 2019. You're also seeing that we're going to be getting the 3.5 millimeter audio headphone jack, which is definitely still being retained amongst other products in 2019 when you look at the Samsung Galaxy lineup. So I actually was happy to see that this device did actually have that option built right in. Another thing to note is that this phone will be giving you a 5000 mAh battery. So that actually means that the battery is going to last a ton throughout the whole day. The standby time is approximately 440 hours. The talk time for this device is approximately up to 36 hours. For music play, you're actually getting approximately 54 hours. For battery video playback, you're actually getting up to 9 hours. If we're talking about web browsing time, you're getting last up to 10 hours. And for charging duration, we're getting just under 2.1 hours. So the overall battery life that you're going to be expecting is up to 14 hours when you're actually in the medium through the heavy range. A light user can actually swing by a whole 24 hours with this device. So I gotta say, this is one of the most battery beastly phones that I've seen in 2018. And now that we're moving into the early part of the year, a lot of people are going to be gravitating toward that G7, G7 Play, and G7 Plus. I actually did get my hands on the Motorola Moto 1 device, which is actually running Android 9.0 straight out of the box. So I was really impressed with that device so far and the overall performance. If you haven't watched my full review, gaming test, and other videos on the Motorola One device, you should definitely go ahead and check it out right after this. But I gotta say, the Motorola Moto E5 Plus has been an impressive device for quite some time now, and ever since I've had it, I was actually really impressed with all of the updates that Metro by T-Mobile had been pushing out. So you can see right here, we are currently up to date with the latest Android software on the Motorola E5 Plus. So I definitely gotta say that using this device in 2019 is actually one of the pleasures that I've had a chance to use in the mid-range and budget segment. Thanks for watching, and that's all for now, but I'll see you guys on the next video. In the meantime, make sure you hit the bell, hit the subscribe button, and make sure you stay tuned for more videos just like this. In the meantime, have a great morning, afternoon, evening, and depending where you are, have a great night. Peace.